IIR presents Data's Anatomy. Puzzling over populations and samples, Season 2, Episode 2, featuring Dan and Daphne, Data Interns. This episode, topic, populations versus samples. Importance, understanding the difference between what constitutes a population versus a sample. When to use or not to use statistical significance with these groups. One morning in IIR.
Hey Daphne, I just got assigned a TCCD FTIC comparison report.
What comparison?
2014 FTIC to 2015 FTIC. I'll show you when all the statistics are done.
All the statistics? This ought to be rich.
The next day.
Good morning, Dan. Gosh, you look terrible.
I stayed up here all night running t-test statistics on the FTIC success outcomes.
Oh, no.
Worst of all, I didn't even get statistical significance. Maybe I need a bigger sample.
Well, cheer up, Buttercup. I have some good news. Dan, if you're working with FDIC groups, you don't have a sample. That's the entire FDIC population. Social scientists use statistical significance in order to make an argument. Although researchers want to study a certain population, they often have limitations that do not allow them to observe everyone. In that case, the researcher can take a sample of that population. The researcher would then use statistical significance to make inferences about the population based on the data collected from the sample. So if you have an entire population, you don't need statistical significance. Therefore, you can just look for differences in descriptive statistics such as mean, median, and distribution.
That's too bad though. I really wanted to get statistical significance to support my point.
You've got it all wrong, Dan. Having the entire population is as good as it gets. For social science researchers, it is usually impossible to study an entire population. For example, maybe your population of interest is all Texans. This population would be defined as those who live within the state boundaries and are residents. Trying to study this whole population would be time-consuming, costly, and unrealistic. So you would have to take a sample instead. In this case, researchers would need statistical significance to make inferences about the population based on the data collected from the sample. However, if you can feasibly measure an entire population, it's best. At TCCD, our population is defined as students who are registered or enrolled. This means we can almost always measure our entire population. And this means that we don't need statistical significance and that we can make strong arguments based on population data.
Wait a minute. That means that I didn't have to spend all those hours running statistics on the TCCD FTIC report. Crikey, I'm gonna need therapy or something.
Suddenly, I'm really glad I didn't go into counseling.
To be continued. Next time on Data's Anatomy, studying statistical significance.
This is Dan.
And Daphne.
Signing out. Gotta run. See you next time.
IIR, slamming the data.
For more information, go to our website. Be sure to check out our existing reports and other helpful videos.
Questions? Contact us at IIR.